Hello everyone, welcome to Joyful Creations. This is Jayashree this side. Today I'm sharing with you a process tutorial on Galaxy theme mixed media canvas. But before we begin, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. To begin with, I have here a 7-inch circle cutout on a heavyweight chipboard. I am using tissue paper from Finnabare's collection called Solar. This goes perfectly with the Galaxy theme. I am applying a very thin coat of 3D matte gel medium on the chipboard and then placing the tissue on it. I'm using my Ergo Teflon bone folder to press and remove any wrinkles and air bubbles. Since the tissue is very thin, it might tear off if you apply too much pressure like I did here. So I'm going to place a piece of paper on it and hide the white spot. Once it has dried, I'm going to start building layers by adding some textured design in the background. For this, I'm using some icing paste in the color Frosty Pearls from Finnabare along with a weave stencil from Dress My Craft. You may also use any of your texture paste for the same. After drying, I'm starting to paint using impasto paints. Since I don't have any purple or violet color which is usually associated with galaxies, I am mixing cobalt blue and crimson color. I started going over the edge and soon realized that I forgot to seal the tissue with a top coat of gel medium as the color was not spreading evenly with water. So I quickly dried the paint and applied a thin coat of gel medium all over and dried that too. Next, I continued adding purple color and crimson color, leaving the middle of the canvas colorless. So the main aim was to have dark edges and going lighter as we move towards the middle, more like achieving an ombre effect. You may use any acrylic paints of your choice here. You may even use the newly launched Finnabare's liquid acrylics here. Now while the paint dries, I am painting my embellishments with heavy gesso black. For embellishments, I am mostly using clay molds. I am using Finnabare's stars and moon along with Mechanica and Cogs and Wings molds for this. I also have a couple of chipboard gears for layering. Everything is dried, it's time to assemble it. I am using 3D matte gel for adhering all the embellishments. You may use any gel medium here. I always encourage people to use gel mediums instead of hot glue for a longer shelf life of the project. Also, if you're shipping your project to someone, then chances are that if you had used hot glue, the embellishments will fall off. I'm also using some chipboard behind the wings and the full moon to elevate them and give it a more dimensional look. comments, why don't you give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying watching this tutorial. Also, the list of supplies used in this tutorial is given in the description box below, so do check that out. Now, once I am satisfied with the composition, I am adhering some art stones in both mega and regular size. I had these left over from a previous project, that's why you see them already stuck together. I had mixed them with a little bit of matte gel to combine them. Once everything is adhered, I am going to let it all dry overnight. But if you are in a hurry or just impatient, then you may use your heat tool to dry the gel medium. Next, it's time to paint the embellishments. I started by using the metallic paints from Bear. I have here 3 colors: dark velvet, soft satin, and an Opal magic paint blue violet. I began with dark velvet, but it didn't give me satisfying color, so I switched to the Opal magic blue violet paint. What Opal magic color does is that it gives one shade on black base and another on white. So in this case, it is giving me a violet shade on black base of the embellishments and a blue shade on the white base of the art stones. Covered all the embellishments with the base paint, I quickly dried it. It is very important to dry between each layer of colors. Otherwise they will all mix and make a mud. Next, I moved on to the waxes. I'm starting off with Mystic Turquoise Metallic Wax. I'm applying this on the half moon and giving a little shade of it on the wings and other embellishments as well. Next color I chose is the red amber color to cover the full moon and make it a sun. I'm using a different brush for different colors and also switching between brushes and my fingers to get into the nooks and crannies of the embellishments. I'm wiping off the color from the unwanted areas with a dry tissue paper. Next, I'm moving on to a brighter color called Firebird. Lastly, I am using the color Vintage Gold to brighten up all the high points of the embellishments. I'm also using the leftover colors on the brushes to paint the base and bring it all together. I also ended up adding some white splatters using diluted gesso. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial and are inspired to make your own galaxy themed mixed media projects. Do subscribe to the channel before you go and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the tutorial. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye bye.